Hello, hello, we're live and my voice got stuck. Hi, Janet. Yes, I've got the bathroom cleaned and color cubes, moved for you. Hi, Dar. Hi, Dee Dee. Yeah. Hi, Zandra. Hi, Dawn. Yeah, Dar, you better get your boots on. Hi, Barbara Chicken Pot Pie. Good to see you all. I'm sure my US friends are getting all ready for Thanksgiving tomorrow. Hi, Shannon Art Junkie. Long time no see. Hi, Star. So an update. This is one of the pieces we worked on last time. I did go into some of the recesses here with my black ink Inktense pencil and then activate it with water to try to give it just a little bit more dimension. I think I also went around the pot and the table edge and around the root. And correction, I kept saying this was a ginkgo. No, it's a ginseng ficus bonsai tree. I did a Google Lens search after the video, and I did update it in the description. Hi, Linda and Tim. Excuse me, my throat's a little gurgly. So thanks. I think a lot of you here watched my room tour that I posted yesterday. Thank you for watching that, for all your kind comments. If anybody has a specific area they want to see in more detail, like right now, we could do that live. If there's a specific thing that interests you, just let me know and I can pull the camera off the stand and we can go look at that. Hi, Lizanne. So that's that. I don't have any Happy Mail because of the mail strike. So I do have a few things to show. This was from, I should get the color cube picture for Janet especially. So this was is my sound okay? Can you guys hear me all right? So this was, I used this card number 1 as the basis for my prompt card that I did at Kathy and Colleen's yesterday. And the prompts were paint out of a tube, blind contour, mark X's, draw a black circle in middle of page and add white marks with white pen. So I did the blind contour of the flower and the butterfly, and then I painted it and I did some X's and I tried to use the colors from the card as well. See there? And then the marks in the black circle with the marks. Thanks, Lizanne. Hi, Colleen. So that was lots of fun. A good way to use the color cube card is for prompt references. Hi, Monkey Colleen. Hi, Apple. The other thing that I was going to show a couple weeks ago, and then I didn't show it last week either, was my file folders inspired by Kathy Arbor. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Kilburn. Long time no see. So Kathy, she used to do more live streams. Right now, she's only doing premieres or live streams on Thursday evenings-ish. I can't remember exactly the time. So this was back in 2021. So a lot of these were paint-alongs with Kathy Arbor. Hi, lovely Jacqueline. So this was a Kathy Arbor paint-along, this little snowman. So she did a file folder a month. So I played along. Oops, mine's falling apart. I played along, and what I did is that year I used it as sort of a catch-all for different things that were going on that month. So this was a art card for Dee Dee's art card exchange. I think it was called Secret Garden or Mystical Garden, something like that. So I sent Dee Dee some cards kind of like that one. And then this was, I think I got my Paul Rubens fluorescent opera colors, and I was practicing on a piece of paper. Hi, Lady J. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Zen Jen. And then I just threw in a few jelly prints. I made some pockets. And then, so that was the printable to help make the little guy on the front. That's acrylic. This was a Zentangle that I did, inspired by Janet. And I colorized it with, I don't know what colors. And what I did for I had art goals every month. So different things I wanted to do. So each month I would highlight what I actually got accomplished. So like Janet's monthly Zentangle. I don't know, just a happy mail to someone, art cards, watercolor, abstract gel printing, and then I marked out if I did a video. So I didn't actually keep up with this for the whole year, but that was the Paul Rubens watercolors, and I did some little doodles on there. Whoops, goes this way. So it's kind of a nice little, not a planner, but like sort of a keepsake. So at the end of the year, Kathy Arbor actually bound all her files together. I didn't do that. I just kind of tied them with the yarn. So I'll just briefly flip through them. This is February. That was the paint along that I did, a Kathy Arbor paint along. That's a gel print. And then I got a bunch of stuff in here. Card. Oh, I had a birthday party where we made cards. And that's when I found out I had aphantasia. I have a video about it if you want to know what that is. Oh, and Dee Dee, I was a guest on your stream. I think it was your birthday. So I printed out a few screenshots. And there I am in my old art studio. And it's not on Dee Dee's channel anymore because she was doing a few interviews and then she decided it wasn't really for her channel. So I was just happy to have played along a little bit. So just different things. Oh, and I should mail that to you, Dee Dee, for your next birthday. We both have February birthdays. And then there's my art goals. And then I just sort of decorated the folder with, that's a napkin, I think. Napkin, some stamps. That's a gel print. And then this was a paint along with Kathy Arbor in March. A beautiful orchid. Hi, Debbie Epps. Janet says she has 3 of these folders with some of the same paintings. Yeah, and I think, Jan, I think you did a lot of your paint-alongs in watercolor, right? If you guys want me to see your message, it helps me if you put it in uppercase. I don't guarantee that I'll see it. You have it too, Jen? Yeah, I'll send you a link, or I'll post the link to my video about it, Jen. So March, that's a first. I used my sewing machine, so that's a big first for me. Just some more gel prints. This was April. A little collage, a tag. These are Zentangles from Janet's monthly prompt list, I believe. I did like little cards. The gel print. This is a paint along. I guess I didn't do the paint along in April. I must have missed the paint along. So I did the paint along in May, one of the paint alongs. And often Kathy Arbor will start with like a gel print or something in the background, and then you paint over top of it. Looks like I didn't get a lot done. There's the printable. Yeah, it looks like I didn't do a lot in May, or I didn't get a lot. I should say I didn't get a lot done in the folder. This is a page sent to me by Kathy Arbor. She takes her leaves, she puts ink on them, and then she puts them, she sandwiches them in paper and runs them through her like her Big Shot. Hi, Sherry. Welcome to the live. I'm glad you stumbled in. And then this is my hand carved stamps. I did some eye stamps and then I just kind of stamped them in a pattern. This is leftover Dina Wakley gloss spray and Sharpie S-Notes doodles. There's all the stuff I did, but didn't necessarily get in here, but I was keeping track, which was kind of neat. This is June, by the way. That's alcohol, ink, more alcohol ink. And then this was a little cartoon that I made. Super Blueberry knocking out free radicals. Come on, boys, let's scam our hero. Thank you, Blueberry. And it says, based on week 5 of Society of Idea Collectors. So that's a DD, the SOIC, Society of Idea Collectors, is a DD thing. And that's apparently when I got my Rascog cart and my Besta shelf. And then what's in the back here? Oh, that's some marble paper I made. And then I did some little quotes. Hi, Lady J. Hi, Carla. And that's a Suminagashi. I should do a live of the Suminagashi. It's very meditative. And then July, that's a gel print. And then I surrounded it with washi tape. So this is a very simple way of doing file folders. Check out Kathy and Colleen's stream on Kathy Kberg's channel yesterday. She showed her file folder journal, which is amazing. So I'm going to work on like a contained, like, I don't know, a file folder. And that's just a mixed media piece. Excuse me. So sometimes I did the Kathy Arby tutorials in a different journal, like the prickly pear. I remember doing that, but I think it's in a journal somewhere. And then that's a Suminagashi that I did some Zentangle doodling on. It's fun to, it's like reminiscing. And then that's a Suminagashi. Hi, Kathleen. Fruity marker pen commercial, yeah. And then that's a Suminagashi. Would you guys like to see me do that live? I haven't done it in a while. Would you guys be interested in seeing that as a live stream, the Suminagashi technique? Let me know in chat or in the comments. And this is, what month is this? August. So that's a botanical gel print I did. Okay, I see a few yeses. Okay, let me write that down so I don't forget. Maybe we can do that next week. Suminagashi. Thanks, Dar. Dar put in Kathy's stream with Colleen from yesterday. Oh, Zenjan just bought some Suminagashi materials. Cool. And then some more botanical gel prints. Oh, this was from a exchange that Janet did with, you sent your own postage. So I had done this piece using, I think, pan pastels, and then I shrunk it down and I printed it out. Sorry, it's not focusing. And I wrote Phibbsville International, 5 cents. I should put it $50 with the way postage is going. And then this was, to commemorate some hand-carved stamps that I made. And stitching, look, that's real stitching. I used my sewing machine. This must have been Janet's Zentangle prompts. I did on craft cardstock. Yeah, August prompts, Janet's prompts. And then I numbered them and said what they were. And then this was a what's it called? Oil pastel. This is a very old set I had. So this was version 1. And then I decided I'm going to try blending it with baby oil. And that's it blended. That's the original. But I think I like this version better. She needs more hair. She's a little bit, I think she's bald under there, but which is just fine. And then this was, I did a video about attaching fabric to cardstock and then running it through your embosser, like your Big Shot. And then this one I stitched on it. There's my goals. So I kind of gave that up very soon. And then that's a Zentangle. I don't know, that looks like something. I don't know, more botanical. August is a good month here for weeds. Sherry says her winter goal is to make her craft sewing machine work well in paper. Yeah, someone told me you need to use a different needle for fabric than you do for paper. Like if you use the needle used in paper, it dulls it and it's not good to use in fabric anymore. That's all I know. Hi, Diane Bell. Hi, Pamela Kane. Yeah, and then that's when I was doing the botanicals on magazine pages to do like more of a graphic finish. Kimberly says, Sherry, that requires cussing for her. And then this was a Kathy Arbor paint along, a thistle, and then I did it on some Timmy tissue directly on the file folder. Kathy Arbor also does a lot of her paintings directly on file folders. It holds up well to mixed media. Oh, this was an elephant I did using masking tape to make like a colograph. So there's a video about that way back in September 2021, probably. And then here I start my iPad, taking a course on Procreate. These were leaves that I stamped and then colorized, and then I think I made a copy. And then just some leftover paper I had, and then I just kind of, yeah, went around it. So that's where I ended, September. So I didn't get October, November, December done, but it's a good memory. I still enjoy looking at this from time to time. So thank you guys for humoring me and looking through that with me. I can't believe that was 2021. Like that was 3 years ago. That is crazy. Okay. Hi, AJ. I don't see AJ. Oh, Art Junkie. Yes, Shannon. Hi, Tori. So we've got some helpful hints in chat about how to use your sewing machine on paper. Cool. All right, so today I thought I had a lot of fun last week doing those image transfers, so I thought we could do some image transfers. And yeah, it does serve as like a daily art journal, but I kind of journal all over the place, and then I have loose papers, and it is a nice place to put loose papers too, right? So I'm not sure. So I thought I talk a lot about when I'm using my pan pastels about using makeup. So I thought today we could use the makeup on the gel plate to show you how it's very similar to using the pan pastels, just not quite as pigmented. This is a book I got from the thrift store, and I'm not gonna, it would probably make good image transfers, but I'm gonna keep it whole. I'm not gonna tear it apart. But I thought I could use this as like inspiration on how to maybe colorize the image. So got different eye makeup ideas here. Okay, I think I'm back. Can you guys hear me? My Wi-Fi stopped, so I had to go in and change it to data. I'll just wait for a second. Let's see if I'm back. Oh, I think problem is that my iPad is on Wi-Fi. I can read the comments. Oh, there we go. My iPad's back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Hello, Jane. Hi, Messy Palette Diane. Hi, Joanne. Okay, where did I black out? Was I showing the Vogue magazine yet? I didn't notice that I had blacked out. Froze, froze, froze. I forgot to mention at the beginning, if you're watching the replay, just zoom till you see something happening. The lips. Was I doing these lips? This part? Or was I talking about these lips? These lips? These lips? All right, so those are the different images I showed while I was talking to the ether with nobody watching. I just mentioned how Dee Dee had done this sort of thing on her color book page today. Oh, the faces in a row. Okay, so yeah, so we stopped here. Okay, so I said I could use this as color inspiration. And then I talked about these turquoise lips and then maybe rainbow eyelashes. I talked about the green lips and how Dee Dee had done this harlequin type of pattern. And then this one here, I kind of like the blue lips with the gold and the blue and blah, blah, blah. It is a huge book, and it was from the thrift store, so I didn't pay very much for it. It's an older book. There's the ISBN if you want to look for it on thrift books or something. So I'm not going to tear it apart. I'm going to use it more like for inspiration, I think. What year is it? Carlton Books, copyright 2009. Because your kiss is on my lips. And then I talked about how I want to get an image that's like a big face so that we can do the makeup thing. And I think I was talking about copyright. So if you use a magazine or a book, you can't sell it. I think it's fine to use it in your personal art journal. If you alter it a lot or just use a part of it, you could probably use it, but I wouldn't really risk it. So I'm looking for an image to use. And at the beginning of the stream, I mentioned that I appreciate you guys that watched my room tour. And if there's any areas in the room that you wanted to see, you had questions about, or you wanted more detail, we could even do that today. I could take the camera off and we could walk over there. So I'm looking for a large face. I know Vogue works. That would be fun in the Halloween journal, but not for what we want to do today. And then next week we'll do some Suminagashi, which is nice to know, have an idea of what we're going to do. Yesterday I was like, I don't know what to do tomorrow. Okay, let's try the other one. Yes, Jane says it needs to be altered enough to be unrecognizable as the original. Otherwise, collages would never be sold. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons that it's so fun to use the Collage Soup books, because because they're AI, they are copyright free, I guess. This would be interesting, but it doesn't have very good contrast. When you're doing an image transfer, you want there to be a contrast in the colors. Like this would be awesome. I think this would be cool. Let's do that one. Let's start with that one. It doesn't necessarily have to be black and white, but it needs to be high contrast. Okay, let's move that there. Now the other thing is you need to warm up your plate. So I've got a couple here that I just did a quick slap some paint down. I did a pull. Hi, Beth. And then I also did this ghost print of the bonsai. If you came in late, I mentioned that last week I called this a ginkgo. It's not a ginkgo, it's a ginseng ficus bonsai. So see how every pull gets more pale. And then I mentioned last time that I would show you guys how to clean that. So when this is drying, we'll go ahead and we'll clean that up. Hi, Heather. Well, that's okay. What am I missing? Please feel free to put it in caps if you want me to see it. Okay, so I'm just going to use black to get the initial transfer. And this is sort of my old stable for magazine transfers, is this Mars Black. If I'm using the Collage Soup books, I find that the golden fluid works better, but it dries fast, so it's I find it a bit trickier. Okie dokie. And I'm not stuck on just doing this today. If there's something else you guys would prefer to do, I am open to suggestions. I don't have, other than just kind of playing with image transfers and adding like funky makeup, I don't really have anything specific. And then you want to make sure that it's not too thick. So you want to be able to like almost see through it. That might be a bit too thick, but we'll try it. And then when you put your image down, you don't leave it down too long, because what you're doing is the ink is resisting picking up the paint. And that's why it doesn't work with every magazine or every paper. So that one worked quite well. I got some bubbles there, so you have to really spread, push to spread it out. If there's bubbles in areas that are problematic, you can just wipe them away. Problematic meaning like I don't really want her to have a big mole right there or here. So this is a photo retouching. And then you have to let, if you're not picking it up right away with a piece of paper, you have to let it dry. So I want it to dry because I want to add the color for the makeup. I'm going to take a little bit off here. Whoops. I kind of took off a little bit of her eye. We'll just do a little bit here. And then we'll just kind of take that off as well. Hi, Johnny. Johnny, you're busted. You're taking a break from turkey prep. And I'm actually going to wipe away this text as well. Okay. So that worked pretty well. See how I didn't really leave it down very long? It was just like put it down, smush it, but I missed smushing the areas where these bubbles are. So, and And in theory, you can do magazines more than once. The collage soup books you can do more than once. I haven't really done a lot with magazines more than once. I don't find they work that great if you do them more than once. So let's let that dry, and I'll show you guys how I clean this off. So if you notice, if I try to just get the pan pastel and the charcoal off with my baby wipe, it doesn't do a lot. So this is where the baby oil comes in. Okay. Thanks, Jen. I actually learned most of the tips that I learned initially were from Norma. She did a stream with Colleen and Kathy and some other people, and she was showing us how she does image transfers. So that's who I credit for most of my basic knowledge on image transfers. Just takes practice. You know, you have to learn your environment, the humidity, how the paints you have work, what works for you. And then you got to, so I put the baby oil on, and then you got to rub it to get. Now the yellow is not going to come out because that's my plate. My plate is very orange, and that's from using alcohol inks on the plate. So this is very thick, so I'm probably going to have to do another application of the baby oil. So I thought you guys, I think I mentioned last time, I'll show you guys how I wash this, and then I didn't. So I thought we'll just do it today. John uses black gesso, and she says it works 100%, 100 times better than paint. I think I saw you do that, and I did try black gesso. I thought it worked well. And you gave me the idea to use white gesso when trying to get sort of that X-ray look. White gesso can work well. You just have to be careful that the gesso you're using isn't super gritty, because I think it could damage your plate. So it has to be fairly smooth. It is a matter of practice, yes. And the thing is, you don't want it perfect, because then just take a photocopy, right? Like, it's supposed to be grungy and not perfect. That's the charm of it, I think. I do have my best performing video is one about magazine transfers. I think that's the one that got me most of my subscribers. And I have to thank Dee Dee for that, because she's the one that encouraged me to make a video about magazine transfers. So thank you, Dee Dee. Now here you can see some of the plants still on there, but I don't think it's going to interfere a lot with the transfer. That's just the charcoal. And if it does, then it'll be an interesting effect, right? Okay, so you can see, like, you have to kind of rotate your baby wipe, right? So you clean and rotate. Now, because I did baby oil on there, I think I would do another warm-up pull to prime the plate to do a transfer, because right now with the baby oil, it's probably too slick. All right, so this one is dry. I'm just going to put a layer of paint on here so we have another plate ready to go. And then your hands get nice and soft. Hi, Deb Brown. Hi, Kathy Berg. If I missed saying hello to you, please put your hand up in the air. Put your hand up, put your hand up. All right, let's do doesn't really matter what color we're doing, because I'm not going to be using these, but someday I might use this plain one in a print. Let me just grab, just need a bit more copy paper. So I didn't see that anybody wanted to see anything specific in my room. If I missed that, just repeat it, or maybe dark and let me know in uppercase. So I'm just going to move that over here just for a second. We're going to do an ombre to prime this plate. And the ombre, you just, I like the big brayer. This is the 7 or 8, it's almost 8 inches, but it's not quite 8 inches. And you just kind of go back and forth. And that gets a nice little spread of color in the middle. And then as you're trying to spread it, you just kind of don't push down so much, and then you get less ridges. Can I post the links to the other videos on transfers for us? I can post it in the description. I have quite a few videos that I do transfers in, but the main one that I really go in depth, it's from 2 or 3 years ago. And if you go to most viewed or most popular videos, it's the one at the top. Dar, if you want to check that way, Dar, if you go to most viewed, it'll be right there. Okay, so we're gonna let that sit. Let's do our makeup. But we didn't decide on which look we're going for. So let's maybe we do these turquoise lips, do you think? And maybe some funky eyes. Which eyes do you guys want to do? 1, 2, 3, 4. Five, we could do a harlequin, or 6 or 7. Let me know which eye makeup we should do. So this is 7, this is 6, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's 5? No, that's not 5. So Beth is saying 4. Other people are saying 5. I think 5 was the harlequin, which I think we can combine with another one. I can certainly do like Dee Dee did in her coloring book. That's 5. We could do that combined with, people are saying 7 as well, 7 and 4. I think this was 7, right? The rainbow, is this one 7? Because we can combine this. This is 7. And I could do the turquoise lips, not this lips, but the turquoise lips with this harlequin. 5 is the pink purple lips. 2, 3, 4. This was 5. 6, 7. This is 6. This is 7. Okay, let's do 7. We'll do the harlequin thing, and I'll do the turquoise, the little funky turquoise lips. So I hope that's what most people want. All right, so we're going to try to do mostly with the makeup instead of the pan pastels. Yeah, Dar, number 2, don't watch part 2. I don't like that one. It's not very good. Image transfer part 2, Part 1 is much better. Part 2, I tried some different techniques, and I don't think it's, I don't know. I'm tempted to take that one down, actually. I don't think it's very good. All right. So let me use this. So this is going to be our reference for the eyes. So let's start with that. So we've got, move this over here. Now, if you do use eye makeup on the gel plate, make sure it's not too full of glitter, like you don't want it scratchy. So this was from the drugstore I got on sale. This is Revolution by London. And this is just from the dollar store. So it has a nice gold. So let's start with let's do the green on the top. This green is not the best, but let's just go for it. So we'll do this green here. I don't wear a lot of makeup. I'm not big makeup person. While I'm here though, I'm going to put some white on her, on the whites of her eyes, just to keep them from getting too many colors in them. So I'm just wiping this off on a paper towel, similar to what you do with the pan pastels. So I'm just using the white just there, just to preserve that. This one's already got a bit of green in it. That's okay. All right. What am I missing? Yeah, it's a fun makeup book. Okay, so we got the green, and then it goes to, it's got orange in the corner, turquoise underneath, and then gold and red. Ooh, this is very like festive. I like it. Okay, so let's do the orange in the corner. And again, this isn't, it's not a super bright orange, but we could do this one's more of like a, that's kind of more orangey. Okay, so I'm gonna do the orange. It's more of a red orange, isn't it? Let's do this one. Okay, so that's up in the corner. Up in the corner. And then we'll do out here in a second. And then we have the turquoise, which I'm going to use this turquoise because it's more glimmery. Oh, this one has a holder. I love the show. It's about makeup. Glow Up. You guys watch that? I think it's a British show. I just love it. It's on. I think it's on Amazon Prime. Yeah, pan pastels are more pigmented, but I always say, oh, you can use pan pastels or you can use makeup. So I thought, well, let's use makeup. Yeah, it's a good show. Hey, Jen. Okay, so we got the turquoise, and then there's gold in the corner. And then there's gold up here. It's more of a yellow gold, but I'm just going to use this as more of a bronze gold. Okay, and then in the corner. Hey, Zenjan, do you like what she says? You get a big ding dong. Ding dong. Oh, she's so funny. Okay, and then we want to do that red all the way out. Ding dong. And then the red here. Okay, and then that we're going to go from here. Oh, I forgot to do the Harlequin. I guess we'll do that on a different one. And it really comes down her cheeks too. So let's do. We add a little bit of pink just to the edge there, just to brighten it. And then add more red. And then we can use that turquoise color for her lips. I also used to, oops, that was pink. I also used to watch that show where they did like special effects makeup. What was that called? They do like movie makeup, monsters. They'd have to like create, oh, what was that called? Anybody remember what that show was called? And the other thing that's nice about using pan pastels or makeup is that it's a dry medium. So you could do this with paint, but then you'd have to wait for it to dry. Sorry, I'm not looking right at chat at the second. I'm put a little bit of pink here in that corner. Hi, Dawn. Face Off. That's it. I love that show too. Ooh, Zenjan is happily watching while her hubster starts cooking for tomorrow. It's his 3rd year doing it after you did it for 40 years. Well, that is awesome. All right, let's do her lips in the turquoise. And we're going to do this funky style lip. We're going to do this lip sort of like a geisha. Geisha, right, Dee Dee? Geisha. Okay, so this one we're just going to kind of do in the middle. I might use actually, I think a Posca would be good. I think I might use a Posca to outline those lips because it's going to be difficult with the black behind there. Hey, Carla. All right. I've got this Sharpie. So this we're going to have to let dry. But I just want to make it more defined. And then maybe we'll do, this might not show a lot, but we'll do a black here just to show. This might be weird, but what am I missing? The movie Face Off, yeah. Now I feel like she's got this beautiful jewelry down here. I feel like we should pick it up with an ombre of gold. I think white would be striking because here her face is very light. So I think we should do gold and then an ombre of white. Maybe we could put a bit of gold in her hair, just kind of to simulate how there's gold there. Because there's some gaps in her hair. Just to fill it in a little bit. And I'm tempted to use a stencil out here to fill it in with something. Let me go grab a stencil. Hi, Brenda. Oh, you're having fun at the Walmarts. Yeah, I'm going to use a stencil background, Diane. Yeah. So let's, I'm just going to walk over to the stencil zone. Trying to find, I do have a couple new stencils available. I don't have them yet, though. If you check out my Instagram and my Facebook, I do have them posted what they look like. And right now, PMR Studios is having double days. What about that? That's kind of a cool background there. And then there'll be white showing through. And then we can use, maybe we do we do the red? Let me just look. We got lots of blue, we got gold in her hair. Let's do the red to kind of like bring it together. I could use paint. That'd be faster. Let's use paint and then we'll let it dry. It's just to go in individually and do all those spots there might be a little bit. Eh. So let's use paint, some red paint. We could use shiny red paint. Maybe this red flash. No, I think that red flash goes purple. Let's do. We could do this liquid fluid acrylic because it dries pretty fast. So I'm just going to put a little bit here and then use my small brayer. Sorry, I'm up too high. Bring that down. And then we can kind of direct it as far as we want it to go. This might be too red rum, hey? But now because it's fluid, it is beating up a little bit. Maybe beating up too much. Bye, Brenda. So a lot of that, maybe the fluid wasn't the best choice because it's drying. It's like very hazy. But maybe that's okay. Sometimes it's, you kind of have to just think things are fortuitous, I guess. This is my stencil design Kaleidoscope Friends. So we're going to go to white. Just going to let that dry. That's okay. All right, I'm going to just, I'm just going to wipe that off somewhere. Actually, we can wipe it on this yellow one that we that I used. Oh, it's already dry. Well, this part's not. See, the first side is dry already. Okay. And then, yeah, see, it's not dry. So let's get, I'm just going to move this book over here. And we're going to do gold Let's do a light gold. So often I'll use the deeper iridescent PBO gold, this one, rich gold, iridescent precious gold. But I think I'll use this, this one's a little bit lighter. It's just iridescent gold. And these are almost, I love these. I got to get more of those. Okay, and then we want white. And I'm just going to use just a plain white. So the Amsterdam. Now we want that dry so we don't get red smooshing everywhere. Thanks, Dar. Hi, Patty. Yes, we're doing magazine transfers with, and we're colorizing with makeup. Often I'll use pan pastels and I say how you can use makeup. So I thought, well, let's use makeup. Okay. So that is dry now. So we're going to do white at the top, gold at the bottom. I think I'm going to use my big brayer again. What size is this? It is almost 8 inches. It's 7 3/4. Let's bring this back a bit here so you guys can see. And I'm going to get my paper ready. Just move these up here. So I'm going to use this the 32-pound Hammermill premium color copy. I just like, it's a bit more weighty and smoother than the just plain copy paper. Okay, let's do it. Now sometimes Patricia from PMR Studios, she'll put, when she's ombreing, she'll put them on opposite ends. I don't really, let's try that. I've tried it. I don't really know that it does much for me. The other thing is when you're doing ombre, it's best if you have paints that are similar consistency. So if you're using, I wouldn't use like a fluid and a thicker paint because you're not going to get them the same even coating. All right. Apple likes the PBO metallics too. All right, so I'm going to start more on the white side and then go towards the gold because I don't want a lot of gold coming up this way. So I'm going to do that. I'm lifting it up on either end. So I'm just going back and forth. Okay, and then I'm going to roll down, pick up that gold. And I've got a lot of gold there. Whoops, that was my finger. Don't do that. I've got too much paint, so I'm just going to roll it off. There we go. And this this plate seems to have like a little divot right here. I'm going to try to get some white in there. There we go. So that's pretty good. There's a bit of lines here, but I feel like, oh, I don't like that line in the middle of her face though. Okay, let's try one more. Smooth it. Smooth it. Okay. And then smush it, center out, and then really get those corners. It's like you're skating. A lot of people use a Baron, which is nice because it's a heavy thing that helps you put the pressure on it. I don't have a Baron. All right, so now we're going to let that dry. So I thought today would be nice to try to not do too much. So we're probably going to just get 2 transfers done. My screen went black. I think it's because someone was trying to phone me. Should be back. You guys see me? Yeah, sorry. Someone was trying to phone me. I have it on Do Not Disturb, but if my mom tries to phone me, it kind of cuts in. Where's my lid? I don't know. Oh, my lid. Yes, that's right. I have a lid that why am I stalled there? I do have a lid. Where's my lid? I haven't used that in forever. I don't know. Yeah, I used to use a lid, something like this with the flat bottom. I used to use that. That's right. Very good. Very good, Carla. All right, so that's the warm-up print for this plate after we cleaned it with the baby oil. All right, so we need to find another image. And then, so this time, do you guys want to do like the rainbow? Do you guys want to do the rainbow eyes? Or I know you guys wanted to do, we can do the Harlequin eyes. And then if you guys want to pick out, while I find an image, you guys want to pick out one of those patterns for the eyes. Connection to my mic. Oh God, my mom tried to phone me again. Ugh. She doesn't really understand that I'm busy Wednesdays at this time. All right, can you guys hear me? Hi, Gray. All right, so you guys, yes, I use baby oil to clean the pan pastel off the plate. Baby oil. All right, so 1, 2, 3, or 4, and then we'll do the Harlequin first, and then we'll decide on a lip color together. But let me find an image. Let's look in this one. Oh, is Paula here? Is Paula leaving? Hi, Paula. And because we're focusing on makeup, we want to have like a big face to use. This is a Vogue magazine, and we want good contrast. Ooh, look at that. That would be scary. Ah! That's how I feel some days. Ah! Oh, here's a big face. Let's see. And we have to have good contrast. High contrast. No, that's not enough of a face. Okay, let's go. I feel like we already went through this one. Everybody is saying number 4, so this one. So we'll do green and turquoise. We could do this. That's not very good contrast either. Let me grab, let's try. We can try this one. I don't know what magazine it's from. I'm not sure it's going to work. I obviously did one on the other side. I don't remember doing that one, so I don't remember if it worked. It's a little bit wrinkly, so it's going to be a little tricky. Let's try it. So we'll do number 4. We'll do this. The green, black, dark blue, and turquoise. Okay. And we'll do the Harlequin eye first. I have to put that down first before we do the rest of the makeup. So let's see if this transfer works. I think we will stick with the black. Okay, there's still a little bit of graphite on there from the ginseng plant. And then there's our roll off. So we'll keep those. It was a ginseng plant, not a ginkgo plant. That was my mistake. Okay, so again, we want this even and not too thick, because if it's too thick, then yeah, so it's almost see-through. If it's too thick, then there'll be too much paint left, because this is a resist technique where the black ink or the dark toner on the paper resists picking up the paint. So I'm going to try to smooth all those bubbles out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We just clean it up and we'll do a different one. Okay, and you don't put it down super long. Did it work? It did work. Oh, I think I pushed too much. Yeah, her eye disappeared. I think I over pushed it. So we're going to do a different one. Let's just wipe that up. See, it doesn't always work. But it's just paint. It's just paper. I think it's good for people to see that it doesn't always work the way you want. Okay. Okay, and I'm just going to dry it a little bit. All right, let's try another one. Let's see. Be nice if I knew I had one that worked. That one's not going to work. Sorry, I wasn't super prepared for today. I wasn't really sure what I was going to do until this morning. Sometimes you just got to wait for inspiration to come and not push it too much. We could try this one. This one's from the Vogue. Let's try that one. All right. Take two. I remember on the video that I mentioned before where I did the magazine transfer, like the long one, someone said, why do you always put so much paint on? You just have to take it off. The thing is, it's easier to remove paint because you can't really add. Like once you have it going, you can't go, oh, I don't have enough paint, and then you can't add to it. It just doesn't work that way. All right, I think that should be good. And once you put it down, you can't move it around. You have to leave it where it lies. Okay, and I'll try not to rub this one too long like the other one. So that's better. See, I didn't have it down there too long. I could tell there was bubbles here, but I didn't want to keep pressing because I was worried about losing the image. Now we don't have a lot on this side to work with. We're going to be mainly doing this eye. I'm going to just kind of clean up here a little bit. I don't want her to have a beard. It's just kind of, I'm just going to, what's that noise? Just kind of soften that a little bit. Don't want it too harsh. And then just do that. It's like we're cleaning her up after she ate her spaghetti. Okay, so while that one is, and I'm just going to dab it where it goes to the shadow. I'm just going to dab it so it's not like a harsh line. At least I'm going to try. Okay, so it's all right. Now this is really dark. I feel like we need to add something in there. Maybe we'll just kind of do, I do like that there's words here though. A damask stamp would be nice. Yeah, I don't really have one, and I think it's, I don't know, it might be too dry. Let's see what I do have. I could put my phone. A bird. Crackle. Could do the crackle. Let's see if that's still wet. Yeah, I don't think it's wet enough. I took so much time cleaning this up that this part's drying already. Any eye stamps? I do have eye stamps, but like I said, I think it's too dry. I do have one eye stamp. What if I wet it first? Maybe that would help. And squiggle. I think I put it upside down. Yeah, it's kind of looking more like a flower. Hi, green. Well, that's something. We'll see how that looks. Looks a little weird at the moment, but so we're going to focus on this part. Let's pull the other print and see how it turned out. So her nose didn't fully come up, but most of it came up. Oh, that's her lip. Interesting. That's part of her lip. So part of her lip stayed there, like stayed on the plate. Obvious. There. I'm sorry that my feed is so choppy. My Wi-Fi's been acting up. All right, so here we go. So we have our girl, and the makeup's based on one of the things from the book. And then we have the stenciled background, and then we did gold on the bottom part. Yeah, I think I like it. Okay, let's do this other one. So this one, we only have one eye really to do, and the lips are pretty dark. I don't think we can do much with her lips, which I think I need to just kind of fix a little bit. So this wasn't a perfect transfer, that's for sure, but that's okay. All right. So for her eye, so again, for those just coming in, we're using makeup instead of pan pastels. We're going to try to do this eye, which is the green. I've got this, that's more of a turquoise, isn't it? But it's got the dark blue and black, although it's pretty black here. So we'll make it really smoky. So let's do this dark blue here. And then her eyes, it almost looks like her eyes closed because the transfer didn't work that great. And then we'll do the turquoise. It's going to be like a peacock. Yeah, I did not do a good job on her eye there. And then we're going to do black. Although there's already so much black. Let's do the blue because I feel like it's already very black. Let's do the blue up here. I'm not even sure where her iris is. And then this has the green. Hi, View. What about the bridge of her nose? What about it? I need more info. I need more info. I almost feel like doing yellow at the top. It's almost like a light green, like a lime green there. Do the green and a bit more green. So we're playing with the makeup instead of pan pastels today, just for a change. And let's do a little bit of this yellow. Just at the very top. Oh, I forgot to do the Harlequin. Ah, let's do it on either side of her makeup. Let's do that with the black. So we're gonna do I'm calling it a Harlequin. I don't know what it's called. But it's funny that Dee Dee did it today on her coloring book page, and then I found it in this makeup book that I was planning to use. And we'll go up here. This makeup book only had it going down, but I liked how Dee Dee did it going up and down. I thought that was pretty cool. Okay. And let's do a little bit of white. I think that's supposed to be the white of her eye. I'm not sure. Let's just put a bit of white there. Now I'm thinking, I didn't see what Beth said about the bridge of her nose. Okay, and I'm thinking maybe her lips, we do them in this dark blue so that they're almost black, but not quite. And we'll do just a little bit here in case that shows. I don't remember what was down here. It was probably a scarf, right? Let's do that in, let's just do some, I don't remember what the picture had. And then we can just do this. I have no idea what this is going to look like. Almost looks like a flower. And then of course you can always like, once you pull your print, you can always paint on top of it, right? Okay, I think that's all we're gonna do there. What did Deb say? Takes dating yourself, I'm not sure. Oh, David Bowie, yeah, Ziggy Stardust. I love David Bowie. Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. Did you see Moon, what's it called? It's a movie. Moon Age Daydream. Did you see the Moon Age Daydream movie? It was very trippy, very trippy. All right, picking this up, I'm feeling like white is kind of what we need to do. But let's do the metallic white, shall we? We'll do our Artist Loft metallic white. And yeah, a color on top of the eyebrow. Yeah, but what color? I don't want to do the dark blue because we already have it there. And the green, got the green there. Put a bit more of this black. Just looking here. We could do pink. But it's got green to yellow. I think I'm just going to leave the eyebrow as is. I don't want to take away from the other colors. Okay, let's just go for it. So this is the Artist Loft metallic white. And let me get my paper ready. So instead of using the color cube for inspiration, we used a makeup book for inspiration. An old, what year did I say? 2009. Okay. So this is the book, if you're coming in late. This is a book I got out of the thrift store, and I'm not using it to, I'm not ripping it up. It would make great transfers, but I'm just using it more for inspiration. Like that would be cool, like on a coloring page to make like this drippy sort of mess. I think Camilla Derrico, she has like some of her original paintings have that kind of thing with a rainbow shape. But maybe, you know, drawing figures, this would be a good book to practice. Color combos. But I will use my color cubes again. So I just pulled out some specific pages that I thought was cool. We could put stickles on it. I think Zen Jen said something about using stickles. That would be cool. There's some lips. That's neat. Those almost look like paper clips. Too bad I don't have two copies. Yeah. Those are some angry eyebrows over here, hey? Green lips. That's cool for like a redhead. So, yeah, so it's just an interesting book. That's neat pattern there. Could do that in a coloring book. So I just thought this would be fun, more as a reference. That's cool. Love that. That's creepy. That's pretty. So, oh, this is neat. I like, where did it go? I like that one. This book is scaring you. Sorry, Leona. And then we talked about Glow Up, which is a makeup show, Face Off, which is a makeup show. If you're, at the beginning, I showed a flip through of my file folders from 2021, several months of that. While that's sitting, let me just pull up, I'll show you guys my stencil designs because I don't have them yet. And right now the post isn't functional. I'll just put my Instagram. I can't double screen it, but there's my new stencil designs. This one's called Fragmented Glass. This one's called Venetian Abstract. And if you order up until December 2nd, PM Art Studios is having double points days, if that is of interest to you. Time to buy a laser printer. Yeah, that's right, Diane. That would be good. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. And then this was the first pull that we did. I'm going to date it because sometimes I'll put something away. If I don't put it in a journal right away, I put it away and then I like, oh, when did I do that? I don't remember. So this is still November, right? Put my initials. So that's with the pan pastel, not the pan pastels, the makeup. So I think with the pan pastels, it would have been even more pigmented, but that's okay. It's not bad. We could give her like some extra eyebrow hair. I like her eyebrows. That was a beautiful picture. All right, let's try this. Is this ready? Here we go. Oh, her lips. I missed her lips. Pulled it too quick. I'm gonna have to do my trick with the matte medium because they're not gonna stick now. I'm gonna take a little bit of matte medium, just a teeny bit on my finger. We'll see if we can get her lips to stick down. See there where I pulled it up? Just gonna do that. Push it back down. You guys probably couldn't even see that. I didn't want to lift it more to show you because I don't want to, just gonna let that sit a little bit longer. Okay. Any questions or anything you guys want to see while we're waiting for that to dry? So I don't think I'm gonna do another one. Today I thought I just wanted to kind of go slow, try to explain myself a little bit better, and maybe try to read chat a little bit more. Too bad I didn't have 2 copies. Yeah, you know, I can't, it's just, it is what it is. I can't get too attached to things. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I bought it at a thrift store. The chances of them having 2 copies of that book are pretty low. But you could always, you know, buy it at Thrift Books and see if they have 2 copies. Again, the ISBN of it is this. If you want to screenshot that. I don't think I would buy from Thrift Books here because pricing. I don't know. There's probably some secondhand store, like bookstore, that is Canadian that I could do. But so to get this pan pastel off, someone came in late and wondered what I was using baby oil for. You just, if you try to get pan pastel or makeup off just with the baby wipe, it doesn't really move. So use a little bit of baby oil or mineral oil. Give it a little rub-a-dub. And this also conditions your plate too. And then you just rub and rotate, rub and rotate, rub and rotate. So you can see this plate's a lot clearer. My other plate's more yellow because this plate I try not to use alcohol inks on it. If you use alcohol inks on your plates, they will go yellow, but they still work fine. It's a bit harder to maybe tell like what the colors are going to look like. Oh my goodness, my chat froze. I missed all this chat. Buy green. I need a binder for these girls. Yeah, that's a good idea. Her son has one. Oh, a laser printer he's giving to you. That's awesome, Diane. They need their own folder journal. Well, I have a folder with some, you know, image transfers. I could probably collate them together. That's a good idea, Jen. Thanks, Dar, for putting in my stencils. Yeah, I could try, Colleen, I could try used on Amazon. Marguerite says, Canada Abe Books. Interesting. Just for personal use, you could scan and print it if you have a laser printer. Yes, you could. Although I've tried doing laser print transfers from like Staples, and the quality of the Staples laser prints are not very good. So I would definitely research, if I was to buy a laser printer, I would definitely research and ask around about which ones work for people. And don't forget to put your lid back on your baby oil. Mucho importante. Abe Books and Better World Books. Okay. So I don't know if that is dry yet. I hesitate to, let's peek this way, see if it worked. Did it work? Are her lips on the plate? They're mostly on her face. I missed this part here though, but I think I'll just color those in. So see where it had come off over here? I did get it to reattach using the matte medium. Because matte medium is basically like acrylic paint without color. It acts as a binder, aka it acts like glue. Flips off me and sticks on you. So she's a little bit creepy looking, hey? We can use this Sharpie to just kind of color in this side of the lip. And interesting. Did I miss a section? Oh, I missed her eye. I'm like, why is it all clear there? Her eye came off, didn't come on here. I didn't leave it sit long enough. So maybe what we'll do is let's take this opportunity just to give her some weird lashes. Sometimes you just have to think that when something doesn't work, is it like an opportunity in disguise? So I'm trying to find a fine pen. So I'm just going to give her some drag queen lashes. Oh, it's not going to work on there. That's a metallic. I'm going to have to use a paint pen or a Pitt pen because that is a metallic paint, so it's quite glossy. Let's try this Pitt pen here. Pitt pen is India ink, so it tends to work a bit better. That one's not working though. All right, I guess we're using the fat black Sharpie. So we're giving her some drag queen lashes. I don't even know where her eye is. She's like some sort of weird monster. Let's bring that in here. Give her like a weird alien eye, right? I think we'll have to give her her own I'm going to make her like a huge cartoon eye. We're going to do that. What the heck? Sometimes you just got to laugh. Sometimes you just got to go. Things that make you go, And some of you are probably going, you're wrecking it. But I'm the boss of my weird transfer. They're giving her a weird, funky eye. And I'm going to use a white pen, white Posca, or not Posca, there's Sharpie. I like these Sharpie markers. Now, if you were scared before, you're really scared now, right? No. Yes, it's very gothic. And I feel like we need to give this a bit more weight. Just posted that when you said it. So I should have let it sit on the plate longer, but I didn't. We could even give her like, this could be like a weird clown collar with like weird ruffles. If it looks weird, just make it look weirder, and then it looks like you did it on purpose. It's creepy. Yeah, it is creepy. And then it says, create a wedding day beauty look that's equal parts statement and high style. Playing with eyeshadow, intensity, dramatic liner, and lashes. I think that is a reluctant bride, maybe from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I don't like here how it looks like it's a beard, so I'm going to just kind of blend that in a little bit there. There. Wah, wah, wah. Ooh, creepy. And then we could use some intense pencils to give her, now I'm really going off the deep end. Just want to make this a little bit better because it's so creepy. We must make it look realistic, right? And then we'll do the white. And then we'll just put in a little bit of shading with this intense pencil. And then maybe a little bit of just to make it look more like an actual iris. Whoops, went the wrong way there. So that is something. Sorry for scaring those of you that just came in, but you know, sometimes you just gotta go with the creepy flow. And it looks like just gonna get rid of some of that. That's where I wiped off the paint, so I didn't really wipe it off fully. We're just gonna kind of blend that way a little bit. All right. So I'm not sure if I want to sign this one. Oh, but it's fun. It's, you know, why take things so serious, right? So I think that's all I'm going to do today. I appreciate you guys watching. And I don't know, I don't think there's any questions for me. It was pretty chill, pretty laid back. Just date it. Okay, I will date it. I won't sign it, but I'll date it. I'll date it here. November 2024. Maybe I'll put that in my Halloween journal. What was I going to say? Oh, next week we're going to do the Sumonagashi. So that's going to be very chill, laid back. Well, thanks, Kristen. Thanks, Sherry. I appreciate everybody coming. My friends that are in the US, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. Don't eat too much turkey. Oh, Diane liked my yip yip. Yeah, my friend crocheted that for me. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have much more to say. Sorry for all the interruptions. Our Wi-Fi has been acting up, and then my mom phoned, and well, that's how it goes. Oh yes, have too much pie. Eat your pie. All right. Well, thanks so much, and we'll see you next week for some Sumonagashi, and it will not be as creepy as this. But I hope you guys have a great weekend. All right. Bye.